My name's Andy Collett. I'm the owner and head coach at Premier Player Football Academy. Premier Player is a football academy for players of all abilities, both male, female and goalkeepers, from the ages of we do a mini pro session, a mega messy session aged 3, all the way right up to 16-year-old. I started Premier Player Football Academy. I started actually while I was in full-time professional football, and I just thought that there was lots of junior football clubs, but I had several coaches that were sort of highly qualified that I just thought there was a gap in the market, really, sort of to bridge the gap maybe from grassroots football to professional academy football. Almost to, if players, the way the system works nowadays is certainly that if a player wants to go into an academy system, he has to leave his junior football club, and I just, that didn't sit too well for me. I think at a certain age, yeah, that's fine, but for a young player at 8-year-old maybe to have to leave his mates when he should be enjoying it, to then go into a professional football club, I think it's quite difficult. So what we do with Premier Player, basically mainly at one of our academies, we offer what I would say is academy standard coaching, but you can stay with the junior football clubs, so it almost bridges that gap. And for some players it'll help them move into professional football clubs. For others that maybe want to stay with the junior football clubs until they're maybe slightly older, I think that fits perfectly for them. Since we started that, basically the uptake on people wanting coaching sessions from experienced coaches has grown massively, and I think we started with one night which was aimed specifically at sort of your academy development centre players, and that's now actually grown to sort of 5 nights a week, but across all the ability levels. So you've got your grassroots footballer that again he's not playing in the top divisions, but he wants to go and experience high quality coaching, because there is a market out there for every ability, and that's what we do. We just set the session slightly differently. For a development centre night, for instance, the tempo wouldn't be as quick. The sessions might be really focusing on the basics, passing, receiving, running with the ball, but doing it at a level that those guys are comfortable with. Once they're happy with it and they've mastered the basics, then we maybe see about them moving on to, maybe the next level academy. But, as long as they improve while they're in our system, and a big part of that is actually working at a level that suits them. And that's been really good for our academy, and that's why we've grown to 5 nights a week. At Premier Player Football Academy, most of our coaches are ex-professionals. So in the sort of Middlesbrough area, we've got Neil Maddison, Mark Proctor, Graham Kavanagh, Phil Stamp, myself. Most of us have been ex-professionals, but we've got some other fantastic coaches, Paul Midgley, Andy Dorchel, Dave McTiernan, plus several other guys that they're all qualified. Some, pro licensed coach, Mark Proctor. Most of the guys are A or B licensed. But I think for me, a big qualification in terms of sort of what works well with the kids is the personality of the coaches. I think if the kids like you, they'll listen to you and they'll improve, and it's getting that balance right. And I think that's why we're doing okay, because the coaches that I've recruited are really good at sort of stimulating the best player, while also setting the level so that that maybe the weakest player still feels part of it. And as I said, they all have good personalities, and the kids come and they look forward to seeing the coaches, which they've got to, otherwise they wouldn't come. So that is as important to me as the actual sort of the FA UEFA type qualification. And what the Premier Player, across all our sessions, we recruit into each individual academy based on the player's ability. So most players come through for a taster session, and then from that we'll then offer them a place into an academy that suits that ability. In every one of our academies we have a maximum player to coach ratio of 1 to 12. On average in our sessions we're sort of a coach is working with 8 players. Very rare we go over 10. So that's what we do. And what works well for us is that we don't have football teams, we just offer coaching so that boys play with their junior football clubs, which they should be on a weekend, and they just attend our sessions during the week, working on the basics, the technical stuff, and then they take that back to the junior football clubs. And I think that's been really positive, that junior football clubs, they're not going to lose players, and we really support grassroots football. We're a big sponsor of the local website, and we send coaches out doing free grassroots sessions. And I think the partnership of Premier Player working with junior club managers and coaches has really been beneficial for us, and I would think for the junior football clubs, because most of the boys come to us, they tend to improve, which then shows on a weekend at the junior games. At the moment we have Middlesbrough College, where we do several sessions a week, Monday through to Thursday. We also run sessions at Hummersnott Academy in Darlington, and we'll be opening a couple more in the very near future. I think the wider we can sort of broaden our coaching academy, the better. But we've just got to make sure that we recruit the right coaches, because without your coaches, it doesn't matter. Who you've got coaching, they have to coach correctly, based on the ability of the players. So we're growing steadily, but Middlesbrough is really our base. Premier Player Football Club at the moment, we've established some links with a couple of sportswear companies. New Balance have been down and done some testing with the boots. Absolutely fantastic night. Gave a couple of the had a little challenge on. A couple of the boys, 4 of the players won brand new pairs of New Balance boots. They're sending through discount codes for our players to use. We've also our Goalkeeper Academy, sponsored by Precision Goalkeeping, who also sponsor Kasper Schmeichel. They've given us an unbelievable deal of 40% off, so all our members can get 40% off the latest gloves, clothing, and to get on board with companies like that, I think we take it as a big compliment, and we try and just pass those benefits on to our members. We offer sort of 4 training days throughout the year, absolutely free. We've got some great stuff coming up. We've got coaching seminars that we're going to be putting on for grassroots coaches. We've got Friday night football, an event where boys just come, teams of their friends, teams of the schoolmates that come down on a Friday night, no pressure, are playing a little 5v5 tournament. We've got Skill School. That's an event that we're going to be putting on, and we're going to hopefully do that regular, where we're basically testing the boys over 6 different events: running with the ball, dribbling, speed testing, accuracy challenges, and we're going to be doing that on a Friday. And we run our Keeper Combat through our goalkeeping, our goalkeeping department, which is absolutely fantastic. We're running that nationwide in partnership with Precision. We've got regular 54 goalkeepers come down on a Friday night, and just diving about, little competition 1v1, absolutely brilliant. So I think we're trying to grow the academy, and we're trying to add new things. We've got to keep fresh, we've got to keep our members stimulated. It's no good just providing the training, although we do the 42-week curriculum, different topics every week. I think the more stuff that we can put on that keeps us exciting and almost cutting edge, really. That's why I would like to think we're one of the biggest in the North East, and that's why we want to continue to grow and continue to keep our members happy. If people would like to join Premier Player at any of our academies, if you go to our website and you click the Join Us tab, that will then generate a form where you send us your contact information, requesting a trial, and we'll get back in touch with you.